Oh my goodness, look at this guy having a great time, enjoying the atmosphere, having fun, feeling great. He does not know that within just a few hours, he's going to be feeling like this. Damn it, this sucks. Hello, hello. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Anthony. So, the whole uh, goal for my channel here is to help you in your running journey through mine. And what I like to do in the past is I would put like race recaps together and stuff like that. That's just part of the things I do on this channel. But for this particular marathon, which I did, which was the Long Beach Marathon a couple weeks ago, I hit the wall. As you see, I bonked. It did not go as planned. And so instead of putting together a recap video, I thought it would bring you way more value if I showed you the journey of me hitting the wall, bonking. And throughout this video, I'm going to be popping in from time to time and maybe talking about a few things that I noticed actually during the editing of this video or things I've learned in these past few weeks as I've been reaching out to other friends and stuff like that and and just getting some advice on what I did wrong and what I can do better in the future because this was my 12th marathon and I thought that I prepared for it as well as I could have, despite a busy schedule that I've been having these past year. But apparently, as you just saw, no, I did not. Did not go as planned. I finished way slower than I expected it to finish, and I was not expecting to hit the wall when I did. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this video. I'm going to pop in from time to time and give you my thoughts on things and in my hopes of helping you in your journey so you don't bonk and hit the wall like I did. So let's roll the video. All right, it is a Saturday evening. I am here at a hotel room about 10 miles away from Long Beach. And so I am doing the Long Beach Marathon tomorrow morning. This is my first time ever doing this race. This is actually the third time I attempted to do it. First time I got injured, lost all my money because I couldn't do it. And second one, I tried registering for it, but it got sold out and I waited too long. So I finally was able to register soon enough, stay healthy enough, and now I'm here as long as I don't fall out of my bed tonight. So yeah, I'm at a hotel room about 10 miles away. My wife suggested I do this because we had a very long day today. I started the morning off with our nonprofit Run for Grace. Me and my wife, we did a pop-up event at a bike event at Lucky Luke where we meet, our running club meets every Tuesday night there. So we thought it'd be a good collaboration. We did a little run beforehand. And so that was an early morning, and then I drove all the way here afterwards, which is about 2.5 hours away. And so it's a good thing that I have a hotel room because now I'm only about 20 minutes away from Long Beach. So this is gonna be great. So yeah, went to the expo, very nice. Got my shirt, got my bib. Here's a shirt, looks very nice, good quality. I like the material. I will definitely wear this in the future. So yeah, and of course there's my bib. And yeah, it was nice. I got there about 20 minutes before they closed. And so I'm glad I got there in time. That would have been a mess if I didn't, because I wouldn't be able to get my bib. But anyways, I did it. I'm here. I'm at the hotel room, did some social media stuff, and doing this video now. And now I'm about to eat and relax and go to sleep. But first, a lot of people have been asking me, like, what is your goal for the Long Beach Marathon? And I'm gonna tell you, my goal for the Long Beach Marathon is just to do better than I did at LA back a few months ago, back in March. I finished at about like 5:21. Let's double check here. Yeah, 5:21:36 according to my Strava. Not the official time, but is way slower than I wanted to go. And I was very disappointed in my performance that day. Ended up bonking at like mile 16 or 17. Took off way too fast, was not ready for the pace that I was attempting. I was like going for a sub 4 and I wasn't even close to being a sub 4. So yeah, I went off too fast and ended up bonking at 16 or 17, ended up becoming a walk run the rest of the way. and a very disappointing finish for myself. So I took that as, you know what, Anthony, let's go back to low heart rate. So I did some low heart rate training this past summer. Did a lot of alone miles. Did the Culver City stairs. Did some long runs. Did some workouts in between my shifts at work, and so it feels good to finally be back with people tomorrow in a big group, and we're gonna see how this summer of low heart rate training went for me. My low heart rate, what I stuck within was like 130 to 140. When I did my low heart rate runs, which was the majority of my workouts, that was my zone, 130 to 140. Of course, I did some speed work and I did the stairs, like I said. So, but I did not do much strength work, and I wish I would have done more. So, we're gonna see how I do tomorrow. We're gonna see how this summer of low heart rate training. We'll see if it turns out okay for me. As long as I do better than LA. I mean, I want to get closer to like sub 5, at least maybe a 4:45 or something. I like that. That would be awesome.
Okay, so as you see, a lot going on there, and what I did not mention in when I was talking about my day prior to getting the hotel room was I actually only slept like 3 or 4 hours because I got off work like at 12:30 the night before, didn't get to sleep till like 2, slept for like 3 or 4 hours, and to go to that charity event I spoke about. So that was one of the factors. Way too tired, should have gotten way more sleep, and um, when I got to the hotel room, you see, I was doing so many things, like doing social media, trying to get to sleep, trying to eat my food. And that was like at 6, 7 o'clock at night when I should have already been relaxing by that time. And also, little side note, if you'll see, the video quality is awful in this. And that was the factor of me not of being in a rush and just trying to turn the camera on and just filming instead of being able to take my time and make sure the video quality was correct. So I apologize for the poor quality, but yeah, there you go. Another sign of me being in a rush. And that is something I would recommend you not do. Don't be in a rush. Take your time, take a few days off work if you can, and just take it easy, relax, because the marathon is a stressful thing and you don't want to add any more stress to yourself. So, all right, let's get back to it.
I just want to know that I'm on the right track. But if I don't, then it's just more data for me to take and use for the future. So that's my goal. See how my summer of low heart rate training does on this marathon and do better than LA marathon back in 2024.
Oh, by the way, okay, at this part here, I kept out a little. I made it kind of quick, but you'll see my weight. I have a little pudge there. I actually put on probably like 10 pounds over these past year or so. Um, that is me not having a good diet, and um, yeah. So you see the little pudge on my stomach, and I didn't really focus too much on that, but I am now. But yeah, um, having a good diet is very important, and despite having a busy schedule, you still have to try to get in healthy foods when you can because eating healthy and hydration, all that stuff is going to help you in the marathon. So, just little notes on that. My fattiness. All right, got here nice and early. Luckily, I found a parking garage about a half mile away. So, walking over to the start line now. It's not too hot, but my first tip for anybody doing this race is make sure you get your parking stuff situated beforehand. They should send you links on how to do that on the website or in an email. And that is something I completely forgot about. So don't be like me. Get your parking, don't have any stress, and get here early. Okay, so another thing is here, as you see, I mentioned it was humid. Yes, it was very humid that day, and I did not drink enough water as I should have. And also, the race started about 15 minutes later than planned. So, yeah, so that was another attributing factor. I did not um, drink enough water that morning. I did not have enough. I had two croissants, which not the healthiest thing for a pre race meal. And yeah, I did not take enough water. So A lot of things going on that morning. Very humid, as you'll see. All right, 5K done. Very humid. I think I did it in about 35:10. There's no 5K marker, so it's just an estimated guess. As I was filming this and going back to the footage, I could hear myself breathing very hard. I remember during this part here, I looked at my heart rate, and like I said earlier, I was trying to stay within like 130 and 140, which has been my low heart rate over these past year or so. And I looked at my heart rate; it was like 140, or the high 140s, and I was like, that looks a little high, but maybe it's because I wasn't wearing I usually wear a Garmin chest strap, but for this race I did not. And so I thought, well, maybe just my watch is not giving me the right heart rate. And so, yeah, so I was breathing extra hard. As I realized during the editing of this, I could hear myself breathing way harder than I should have. So, another factor, breathing way too hard, burning way too much glycogen way too early. And we'll see where that leads to. I think one of the hardest things so far is to stay within my plan and go slow and see all these people pass me. That is heartbreaking. I just want to go, but I'm hoping it'll pay off towards the end. And here we go here. See, whenever I see people cheering, I get excited, especially when I see my friends or people that I know. The energy gets to me, and that's one thing I'm going to tell you. Whenever this happens, don't be like me. Keep within your planned range you want to be in. Don't let the excitement of the crowd push you further and burn your glycogen even faster. Even though you feel like you're having a great time because it's still early or whatever, stay within your plan. Stay slow. And I had to keep reminding myself. That's always my thing during every marathon. I get faster and I get excited when I see my friends. So don't be like me. Still stay within it's okay to wave back and cheer and say hello, but stay within the plan. Very important. Okay. So they have a timing chip marker at mile 5. I don't know why it's at mile 5. But my time was like 57:25, I think. Unofficial time. Still feeling good. Sun's starting to come up. Well, no sun yet, but it's starting to get lighter. Okay, so by the way, the Long Beach Marathon is a beautiful race to go to. If you have not done it yet, I highly recommend it. As you see, the views here are just spectacular. Yeah, can't say the course is fantastic, except for you'll see here in a bit. But yeah, some beautiful views at the Long Beach Marathon. So I highly recommend you check it out. See, there I go again, getting all excited. And I'm sure my heart rate spiked at that moment also. So again, something I need to work on in the future. Oh, and by the way, the music I'm using for all this and my sound effects and all that, I use Epidemic Sound. If you do videos also, I highly recommend you look into it. The price is a little higher than many other platforms out there, but the selections are fantastic. And so if you want to check it out for yourself, there'll be a link in the description below. 10 miles in, still feeling good. We did a long stretch along the beach on the bike path. And thank God for the running clubs out there. Oh my gosh, really helps. Now we're on Ocean Avenue, or Ocean Boulevard, something like that. So, all right, 16 more to go. All right, now time for some electrolytes. Using these. I just suck on them like once an hour. Good stuff. And that's actually one of my issues at LA Marathon. I lost all of my electrolytes at like the 5K mark. They fell out of my pocket or something. Okay, the very important part here. As you see, I said I was taking electrolyte pills once an hour. I found out these past couple weeks of reaching out to a friend of mine, I was supposed to take one every 15 minutes. I was supposed to take like the entire package throughout the entire race. So one an hour, not even close to enough electrolytes, minerals in my system, salt. It was just, yeah. So that's right there. Huge reason why I did not hit the wall coming up. Make sure you don't be like me. Again, look into these things before you use them on the course. Test them out during your training runs. Don't just think that what you're doing is correct. Make sure you do your research first. Something I need to work on. Sheesh, horrible. Okay, let's get back to it. But this time, I made sure I had them in a very secure location. Hi, mile 12. I must say the mile markers are pretty dead on. That's great. All right, half marathon down, just under 2:25. If I stay with this pace and do like a negative split in the second half, I'll do a sub 5. As you'll see in a bit, that is not going to happen. Still feeling good. It's a beautiful day here in Long Beach, California, folks. Nice day to hang out. Go for a 26.2 mile workout, run, walk, jog, whatever. Beautiful day. All right, let's get this second half done. The joys of getting older. Sheesh. That's no lie right there. I'm telling you, the older I get, I've never had to ever use the porta potty during a race ever. But then, as you'll see, I don't drink enough water either. So I don't know. I don't know if it's age or what it is. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Are you an older runner? Do you have to use the bathroom way more? Highly annoying. All right, mile 14-ish. Going up this long grade here. It's quieted down a bit, but I'm not sure how further we go until we turn back around. And see, there we go here. I'm starting to, you can see my words. I'm not getting my sentences as well put out as I would like to. And I'm breathing way harder, even though I'm going up a hill. Yeah, all kinds of things going on here. Learning as I go here. All right, mile 17. I'm battling right now. You know what, but I made it further than the LA Marathon, so right now that's a victory. Yeah, see right here, I'm having a hard time. Oh my gosh, it was rough. And plus, I'm at the Long Beach College, which this is the worst part of the Long Beach Marathon. The Long Beach Marathon, if you're watching this, please change this, or at least put some cheer clubs up there or something. It is so quiet. It is like a complete dead zone. And it like if you're going through a situation like I am, like I'm like really battling, you need those cheer groups up there. They really help. So Long Beach Marathon, please work on that. But other than that, the course is fantastic. But this area is just awful. Okay, let's get back to it. Gotta keep pushing now. And this college is a good dead zone. I can't wait to get out of here. Finally got out of the college. Oh, that was awful. Oh, that's the worst part of this course. Well, got down to a run walk. So I guess like 17, 18 is like my limit at this point. Oh God, this is frustrating. I gotta figure out what the problem is. You know what, this is the point where it's easy to have negative self-talk. I'm trying to stay out of that. Yeah, so as you see, I was battling here. Yeah, so this is it. This is where the run walk starts. And I don't care how in shape you are. If you don't prepare for these things, the marathon is a huge thing. You got to pay it respect. You have to train for it correctly, and and not only training your body physically, but you also got to train yourself with the hydration, the fueling, all that stuff. And as you see, I did not do that. I realized I've not been drinking enough water at all. I just had a conversation with Coach David this past week from LA Roadrunners. We spoke about my hydration. I barely drink any water. I drink maybe a bottle like this once a day. You need way more than that. And so that was definitely one of the factors. Oh, and by the way, my wife's been telling me this for years now, and I just don't listen to her. I guess she's right. Darling, you're right. I'm so sorry. But not being properly hydrated, huge factor when it came to this. So think about that for yourself. Just gotta push through this. Oh man, about 7 miles to go. Damn it, this sucks. Mile 20. I got about 70 minutes to make it 6 miles. And as you'll see, that's not going to happen. Not even close. So you could tell yourself in your head, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But again, if you're not ready for it, I mean, you could be like David Goggins, just push past the pain. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You have to be prepared for this. Give the marathon its respect. Be prepared for it. And get a sub 5. I feel I can squeak that out. If I can do that, I'd be very happy. All right, let's go. So for those of you that maybe have never done a marathon before and you're wondering, what does it feel like to bonk? Well, first I have a video up here. You can look up here, one here. Check it out. I talk about what it is to feel like bonking. But this is a bonk right here. This is, you could tell yourself, okay, I'm going to go running the rest of the way. And then you'll go like a minute or two and your body's like, nope, not going to happen. And it's uncontrollable. It's so tough. It's so tough to keep on going. Once you don't have the proper stuff in you, the nutrition, the hydration, I may mention this many times. Your body's not going to go. It's just you could tell your mind all day long, I'm going to do this, but if your body's not there with you, with the things that you need to have in it, it's not going to work. All right, well, sub 5's not going to happen today.
How do you feel?
Safe to say I'm not going to get a negative split on the second half. I'm hurting, baby. I'm hurting. Oh, well, one of those days.
Pain is temporary.
More data to collect and get better for next time.
Yeah!
Oh, I can see downtown. About a mile and a half to go. Okay, so as you see, a fantastic learning experience. I did learn so much from this. Collect a lot of data, as you saw that I wanted to do. Yeah, this was my 12th marathon. I learned so much from it. What I learned from it was, first off, and I hope this helps you in your journey, get lots of sleep, get lots of rest. A few days up to the marathon, don't be rushing like me, thinking you just push past it with not enough sleep or energy. Not going to happen. Take it easy, relax. Take a few days off of work if you can, and just take your time. Enjoy the entire weekend, the whole day. Just make an event out of it. So again, that's it. Take your time, get your rest. Second, make sure you have a good fueling strategy. Look into your carb loading 2 to 3 days before the marathon with healthy proteins, fats, and carbs. Don't just eat a big old thing of pasta the night before. That's one of the things I did. I had a thing of like French fries and something of pasta the night before, and I didn't eat properly the week of. So carb loading, look into that. Next is hydration. Huge thing. Make sure you drink more than just a bottle of water a day. Look up the website. How much water do you need for your particular body weight and size? And figure that out. And also figure out your sweat ratio. That's something I'm working right now. I don't have a answer for that for you in this video, but a sweat ratio is very important. And that's something I'm hoping I could put a video out in the future and help you with. Figure out how much sweat you put out so you know how much liquids to put in. So, and drink way more water on a regular basis. I know as we get older, like me, I have to go to the bathroom way more than I did when I was younger. But it's just part of the game. You got to get that liquid in, the water. I hope this sinks in my head finally, is to finally get more water in. And I'm excited to see how my next marathon will be, which will be the LA Marathon in March. If you want a discount code for that, just link in the description. Reach out to me, actually. Reach out to me, and I will get you a discount code for the 2025 LA Marathon, which I will be at, and I will be properly hydrated for that. Next is make sure you get your electrolytes in, either in your drink or a pill, but you got to do all this way beforehand, not the day of the marathon. During your long runs, practice this stuff. If you're bonking during your long runs, and if it's not a fitness issue, look into what you're taking in and how much, if you're taking in enough to be able to have your body have those electrolytes and salt and the sodium and all that stuff you need to get to the end. So yeah, all those things: sleep, hydration, proper fueling, rest, and most importantly, the respect of the marathon. It is a big beast. Give it its respect and train for it properly. Don't be like me, what I just did. It's embarrassing. My 12th one in, I'm still learning this. But that's okay. We learn as we go. So if you see something in the video that maybe I did not mention, or some kind of tip that I did not go over, please leave them in the comments below. And while you're there, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. It helps the community grow. I appreciate that. So if you want to see this Long Beach Marathon video in its entirety without my comments, there'll be a link in the description below for this video. And with that said, I'm Anthony, reminding you to keep running for your best life.